Hello, everyone. This is William Armstrong. Let me just turn my camera on. This is going to be a YouTube video from Phone Arena about the latest reports is that this Android phone releases more radiation allowed by the FCC. I'll show you what it looks like. I'll circle it and highlight it. So the phone that is shown, let me turn that off. So I'm going to scroll. Okay, it says here. This article is written by Alan Friedman directly at Phone Arena, and it says latest report says that this Android phone releases more radiation than allowed by the FCC. Update: Motorola has responded to this article by pointing out that the radiation figures mentioned in the Bankless Times are based on EU standards, which measures RF radiation using watt kilogram over 10 grams of volume compared to the US, which uses watt kilogram over 1 gram of volume. Additionally, the reading of 1.79 watt kilogram came when the phone was connected to. Notice that there's a misspelling error right here. Frequencies is spelled wrong right there. So there's a spelling error there. Was connected to frequencies used in European markets, and those phones are not sold in the US because they don't work on US bands. As a result, the EU and US radiation numbers are not comparable. Motorola says that using roaming bands with the EU device results in a reading of 1.09 watt kilogram over 1 gram of volume, which is well under the FCC limit of 1.6. A new report from Bankless Times via Android Central lists the smartphones that emit the most radio frequency RF radiation. While the Bankless Times notes that all smartphones release some level of RF radiation, it also points out that there is no proof that such radiation can hurt humans. The SAR score for the Motorola Edge surpasses FCC limits in the States, according to this report. Bankless Times rated handsets for RF radiation based on its SAR figures. Specific absorption rate. This is the specific absorption ratio, which measures the rate at which the human body absorbs radio frequency electromagnetic field RF EMF waves. The results are listed in watts per kilogram, watt, kilogram. The handset rate number one in radiation is the Motorola Edge with an SCR measurement of 1.79 watt kilogram, which exceeds the FCC's maximum limit of 1.6 watt kilograms. Behind the Edge is ZTE's Axon 11 5G with an SCR rating of 0.20 watts kilogram, less than that of the Edge AT 1.59 watt kilogram. Third is OnePlus 6T with an SCR rating of 1.55 watt kilogram. This is not a top 10 list that phone manufacturers are proud to be on, so we don't think that Sony executives are turning cartwheels over the firm's placement of the two phones in the top 10. The Xperia XA2 Plus and the Xperia XZ1 Compact finish at a number 4 and a number 8 with SCR ratings of 1.41 watt kilogram and 1.36 watt kilogram respectively. 3 Google Pixel models made the top 10 as the Pixel 3's XL SAR rate of 1.39 watt kilogram placed it 5th, followed by the 1.37 watt kilogram RF radiation rate belonging to the Pixel 4a. The Pixel 3 was tied for 9th with the OnePlus 6. Both handsets had a SCR rate of 1.33 watt kilogram. Here's a specific absorption rate chart and phone model. Now, it says here in various countries, the regulatory agencies have set maximum SCR ratings that devices are allowed to emit in order to reduce the possibility that device-toting consumers will get cancer. In the U.S., the FCC limits cell phones to have an SCR no higher than 1.6 kilowatt or 1.6 watt kilogram. The only phone to top that figure on the Bankless Times list is the Motorola Moto Edge. The report states that all cell phones release some radiation. The factors that determine how much include the type of handset, the model, the age, and how powerful the antenna is. It also is important that the distance of the phone from the closest cell tower. Phones that emit RF radiation usually just warm up the area of the body that is right next to the phone, although it is not enough radiation to warm up the body significantly. The FCC suggests that limit exposure to RF radiation. Consumers should limit their exposure to cell phones, use cell phones for shorter periods, and use hands-free technology. The data used by the Bankless Times comes from the German Federal Office for Radiation. Other sources show conflicting data, with one test of the Edge 2020 coming in at 0.81 watt kilogram and the 2021 model weighing at 1 watt kilogram, both well under the US and EU limits. Now, this is a long article, but however, you can see that it says, once again, using data from the German Federal Office for Radiation, the Android phones with the least amount of radiation starts with the ZTE Blade V10 with an SAR rating of 0.13 watt kilogram. That is followed by the ZTE Axon Elite and its 0.17 watt kilogram rating. The third safest Android device is the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus 5G 0.19 watt kilogram, followed by the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 0.21 watt kilogram, Samsung Galaxy A80 0.22 watt kilogram, Samsung Galaxy A72 0.23 watt kilogram, and the LG G7 ThinQ at 0.24 watt kilogram, and the Galaxy S20 FE 0.24 watt kilogram. I'm almost complete with the article. Rounding at the top 10 is the Samsung Galaxy M20 at the number 9 and the Honor 7A at 10 with SCR scores of 0.25 watt kilogram and 0.26 watt kilogram respectively. Motorola got some measure of the revenge thanks to the SCR rating of the Razr 5G, which is 0.27 watt kilogram, giving it the 13th lowest SCR rating among the Android phones, emitting the least amount of radiation. That's about it for this article. So basically, long story short, it talks about that the smartphones emitting RF frequency, like RF radiation, but this particular Android phone releases more radiation than allowed by the FCC, by the Federal Communications Commission here in the US. So we're going to go to Android Central's article. Older Pixel, OnePlus, and Sony Xperia models dominate the list. As you can see, this is the valid point, and I'm going to circle right here. Right here. Here's a what you need to know, a TLDR. It says a new study ranks Android smartphones with the highest radiation emissions. Older models from Google, Sony, Motorola, and OnePlus dominate the list. The FCC says there's no credible scientific evidence suggesting smartphone radiation causes harm to humans. This is just what I'm going to talk about directly here. And it talks about some of the phones from Google, Sony, Motorola, OnePlus, Oppo, and ZTE emit the most radiation. The Motorola Edge tops the list, followed by ZTE's Accent 11 5G and the OnePlus 6T. Now we're going to go ahead and skip directly down to the article. It just says and it says here, interestingly, a couple of Google Pixel phones, OnePlus models, and Sony Xperia devices dominate the list. It includes the Pixel 3, Pixel 3 XL, Pixel 4a, Xperia XA2 Plus, Xperia Z1 Compact, and the OnePlus 6T. It should be noted that these devices were some of the best Android phones 2 to 5 years ago, so the number of people who use them today is likely to be small. Android Central reached out to each brand mentioned in the report, but was able to get a response as of this writing. The study ranks these devices based on their specific absorption ratios, known as SAR, which measure how quickly the body absorbs radio frequency energy. The chart below shows the SAR for each smartphone. Now, the Motorola Edge was highlighted as the worst radiation emission level, but however, the U.S. Federal Communications Commission, FCC, has set a maximum SAR level of 1.6 watts per kilogram. The chart indicates that the Motorola Moto Edge has the worst radiation emission level. Nonetheless, there is currently no consistent or credible scientific evidence of health problems caused by the exposure to radio frequency energy emitted by cell phones, according to the FCC. Having said that, it won't hurt to limit our smartphone exposure to a healthy level. The Google Pixel team has also responded back. It says here, April 9th, 2022 at 6:32 a.m., A representative from Google's Pixel team told Android Central that publishes SAR data for every phone it releases, including the Pixel 3, Pixel 3 XL, and Pixel 4a. These phones are well within all the regulatory and compliance guidelines in the countries where we distribute them, the spokesperson said. Our latest phones, Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro, have even lower SAR values. So let's go to the Pixel phone help page. Hold on, me pause.